Hey everyone, my name is Ashton August and welcome to our 7-day YogaStrong challenge here on yogiapproved.com. I'm so excited for this challenge to begin and I'm so happy that you've joined us for it. How it's going to work is that every single day you'll receive an email directly into your inbox with the class of the day for you to practice on your own time. My favorite part of this challenge is that you can hit reply to the email and ask me any questions that you have about the classes or the poses that we're practicing because I want you to treat me like your personal teacher throughout these 7 days. Now, when I say YogaStrong, I mean it. We're going to work through 7 videos that strengthen and tone full body, ending on day 7 with a guided meditation. So from this challenge, you're gonna come away feeling stronger both physically and mentally, and I can't wait to embark on this journey with you. When you're ready, we're gonna start off with day 1, core work. So for all of these videos, if you have yoga blocks or a yoga strap, I recommend that you keep them nearby in case you choose to use them. All of these videos and all of these classes can be modified to either add on to your practice or to back off. So I'll be offering modifications for both. When you're ready, meet me on your mat and let's do this thing. Core work. Everyone loves core work, right? But core work is so important for a lot of reasons. Not only does it strengthen and tone the abdominal region, core strength also helps to fortify and protect the lumbar spine, which is so important in our yoga practice. So before we get started in our series of core work exercises for day 1, let's quickly review abdominal engagement, or Uddiyana Bandha in yoga, that abdominal lock that we really want to activate and keep engaged throughout these exercises to get the most out of them. So to start, I'm just going to turn kind of sideways and just begin by letting your stomach blow out. So there's no engagement here. You can feel your rib cage kind of pushing forward and notice what happens. You're going to see a little arching in my low back and you're going to feel that pressure there. So from there, draw your navel in towards your spine first. From there, you know how our rib cage was jutting forward? Instead, we're going to really knit the rib cage together and then compress through the core, so like you're flexing. So get that 3-part movement once again. Navel to spine connection, knitting the rib cage together, engaging that abdominal region, and let's try to keep this core engaged while we move through our exercises, all right? So now that we've got that engagement on lock, we're going to practice that from a seated position. So you can sit cross-legged, kneeling, half or full lotus like I am. And wherever you are, really try to flex your feet here so that your lower body feels rooted and grounded into the mat. From here, all we're going to do is bring our hands to our knees, engage the core like we just talked about, and we're just going to do little circular motions. So I'm circling clockwise, and what we're doing here is we're feeling that abdominal engagement, and we're even starting to build some heat as a way of bringing awareness to the core. And you're going to feel it top to bottom, also working side to side and front to back. So keeping everything really strong, just really kind of stirring up that core. Good, and then you can just take it the other way. Feel that engagement. So if you're really working hard here and keeping the abdomen engaged, you're gonna feel this heat right away. So that's the difference. We could sit here all day long, but with that core engagement, you're gonna feel that power. Okay, so now that we've built that fire through the core, let's apply that to Navasana boat pose. Everyone's favorite, right? But don't worry, we're not gonna be here long. We're just gonna jump straight to some of my favorite variations of boat pose. So to begin, you want to bring your feet together, inner ankles and knees touching. So really squeeze everything tightly together. Now engage your core like we practiced, and then hands to heart center, lean back a few inches, and you're going to immediately feel that core engagement. So try to hold it here. Now the most common thing I see is this, a rounding and a dumping into the low back. So instead, really focus on staying lifted. Even if you don't move on beyond this point, you're going to feel how you're already working the core. So from here, you can lift onto the toes so there's a little less weight in the feet, and you can stay right here, okay? So what we're gonna do is a prayer twist flow. So take a deep inhale, exhale, twist left. Inhale, center. Exhale, twist right. So we're working into our side obliques while we keep the entire abdominal region strong and engaged. You can stay right here. You're going to get all the benefit with full effort. If you'd like to add on, though, we're going to come back to center and we're going to kick opposite leg. So if our elbows are right, left leg extends, elbows left, right leg extends. Good. You can stay here. Or, final step is we can lift both and then continue the movement. But again, check in with your lower back. If it's rounding, back off a bit because you're not gonna get the benefit if you don't have that proper form. So keep it safe, keep it strong, and let's go. For 3, keep breathing. For 2, stay with me. And last one, woo-wee. We'll reset. Come on up. We're gonna lift the tops of the feet, grab onto them, and then round our forehead in towards our knees like a little roly-poly. Deep breath in and out. And extend through that spine. That feels good, right? So now we're just gonna cross the legs and come into a nice tabletop pose. Shoulders above wrists, hips above knees, and we'll take some nice cat-cow breaths. Inhale, lift the gaze, lift the heart. And exhale, round the spine. A nice way to not only warm up the spinal column, but also neutralize it after our core work. Good, let's go for one more of each here. Make it feel good. And then we'll meet back in center. Okay, so from here, we're going to move into Sunbird crunches. So we're gonna extend the right leg first, and you wanna flex those right toes straight down. Good. You can always come back here if it becomes too much for you. We're gonna extend the left arm long. So right here, check in with your low back again, fill into it, really engage through the core here, and then with your inhale, we're gonna lift and kick, exhale, knee to nose crunch. Inhale, arm and leg extend. Exhale, crunch and bend. Now again, you can plant that left palm if you need to back off. Otherwise, let's keep going for 3. Inhale, extend. Exhale, crunch for 2. And last one, hold for 3, 2. And release. Awesome job. Very fancy yoga move here. We're just going to wag our hips side to side. And then we'll go for side 2. So, meet me in center, engage that core, extend the left leg long. Gaze forward, option to extend the right arm, and with your inhale, lift and kick, exhale, knee towards the nose. Inhale, extend, exhale, crunch. Work with that breath. Inhale to lengthen, exhale to contract. Final 3. And 2, staying with that breath. And 1. And then we'll reset. Woo-wee! Another round of wagging the hips side to side. And then we'll come back through center. We're preparing for plank pose. So first begin by really spreading the fingers wide and pressing all 10 fingertips into the mat. This will keep your wrists safe as we tuck the toes and lift the hips. Now first things first, get a nice neutral position that you can press back to down dog and forward to plank from. So don't be afraid to move your hands or your feet as you need to get that placement. And then we'll meet in our high plank pose. So first things first, notice if your hips are dipping down or if you feel pressure in your lower back. Draw your navel up and in. Lift your hips higher so they're almost level with your shoulders. So from here, we're gonna take little plank steps in and out. So there's always one foot coming back to the center line. You can always modify your plank by dropping one knee down to the mat. But from here, we're just gonna keep our gaze straight down in between the hands for 3, for 2, and 1. Yes, come back through center. You can always drop to the knees if you need to take a break for a moment. Otherwise, we're gonna take our left knee to our left elbow, to our right elbow, and then to center. We're gonna drop it and lift it up for 3, for 2, and 1. Woo! Set it back and take a break in your down dog. Deep inhale, lift high onto the balls of the feet. Deep exhale, press those heels down. One more side, here we go. Come on forward, plank pose. From there, right knee, right elbow. Take it over to the left, take it back to center, drop it down, and lift for 3, woo, for 2, and 1. Step it back, and release. Downward dog, deep inhale. Open mouth, exhale. Awesome job, you guys. We're gonna keep it moving here. Remember, you can always pause the video if you need to take a break. Otherwise, take your right leg skyward and bend your knee. Stack your hips. Oh yeah, that feels good. Take a moment to draw a little circle with that shin if you'd like to continue the hip opening. Good. Now from here, let's extend the right leg long. Down dog crunches. We're going to shift forward to plank as we crunch knee to nose. Inhale, extend the leg. This time we're going to cross the body, tap your left elbow and pause as we pivot onto the bottom of the back foot and extend the right leg long, left arm lifting for fallen triangle. Take a breath here. You can stay right here. If you want a little more, you're going to engage that right foot and lift and lower for 3, 2, and 1. Woo! Come back to center. Left palm plants, right leg lifts. This time we're going to bend the knee and stack the hip again. You can stay here or can take a wild thing and lift those hips. Deep breath in and out wherever you are. Awesome. We'll slowly come back through center. Right hand plants, right foot plants, and then knees to the mat, feet to the heels. Let's take 2 deep breaths in and out in child's. Taking a quick breather as we prepare to move into side 2. I'll meet you in down dog. Down dog pose. Left leg lifts. Bend your knee, stack your hips. You can stay right here if you want a little more. We're going to draw some circles. Now, keeping equal weight through both hands as you move here. Both of your armpits still facing straight down. With your next breath, let's extend the left leg long. Exhale, knee to nose crunch. Always work with your breath here. Inhale, left leg extends. And this time we'll cross the body, tap your right elbow, pause, pivoting onto the bottom of that back foot. Left leg extends, right arm extends up. Good, fallen triangle. You can stay right here, or if you wanted a little more, engage that left foot, lift and lower for 3, 2, and 1. Nice job, right palm plants, left leg extends, bend the knee again, stay right here, or wild things. Lift your hips high and take a deep breath in. When you're ready, left hand plants and left foot plants too. Take a breath in your down dog. All right. So from our down dog, remember you guys, you're always welcome to pause the video if you want to grab a sip of water or take a little break. But as you're ready, we are going to move back into our down dog crunches. So we're going to shift forward, crunch knee to nose. This time, we're going to crunch right knee, right tricep. Good. Right knee crosses the body, left elbow. And then this time we're going to take it back to the right tricep and hold. You can just hold here. You can even drop a knee to back out. Or if you want to add on, maybe we're taking a hurdler's pose. Stay where you are for 3, 2, and release. If you're in hurdlers, maybe you try the jump back. And we'll take a cobra and meet back. Woo! Downward facing dog. Awesome job. One more side. Left leg lifts. Exhale, knee to nose crunch. Inhale, lift. Left knee, left tricep. Kick it out high. This time cross the body to the right elbow. Final time through. Back to the left side we go. And again, you can pause here. You can back out. You want to add on with me. Bend the elbows, make a shelf. Extend both legs. Hold where you are for 3, 2, and if you're with me, let's go. Cobra and down dog. Woo-wee! Okay, last exercise here before we get to come down onto our backs. We're going to pull forward to plank, and we're going to do mountain climbers. Woohoo! So we're going to start slow. Take the knees directly forward, and then we're going to cross the body. So knees coming towards the opposite wrists. Good. Final thing, we're going to gaze forward, and then we're going to take knees to the outsides. For 3, 2, and 1. Down dog. And then we earned it. Child's pose. Another 2 breaths here. All right. We're building some serious core strength here. We've got a final few exercises on our backs. And then we're done. So let's finish strong. Here we go. We're going to come onto the seat. Woo-wee! And we're going to lower onto our backs. Just begin by hugging your knees into your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. Squeeze tight, maybe rock side to side. Take a moment. We're gonna do a little abdominal strengthening series on our backs. So we're going to begin by extending the legs long. So make sure you've got enough space to extend the legs long. We're going to lift the right leg up. And then from there, really fill into the small of your back on the mat. And this is fingertip abs. So we're gonna start how we wanna crunch, which is touching fingertips behind the thigh. And then we're gonna slowly lower down. And here we go. Exhale to crunch, inhale, lower. Exhale, inhale on the way down. Keep your eyes on the ceiling. Pretend as if you have a grapefruit between your chin and your chest, so you're not trying to wrench your neck forward. You're keeping a nice, solid gaze skyward for 3. Woo-wee! For 2. And last side. Oh yeah. And then we'll just release into a full body stretch. Reach and stretch and point the toes. And then we'll hug our knees back into our chest. And we'll prepare for our final exercise. Here we go. So we'll start in a reclined butterfly pose, bringing the bottoms of your feet to touch, and then resting the outer blades on the mat. Now you can extend your heels a little further away from you if you'd like. We're gonna bring our fingers gently to rest on the back of the head, but we're not using them to wrench the neck at all. Try to spread your elbows so wide that you can't see them in your peripherals. And here we go. This is a clamshell crunch. So we're gonna crunch up and lower down. Good. Exhale for that crunch. Inhale, lower. Maybe challenging yourself, trying to tap elbows to knees. Maybe that's not for you today. No worries. Just find that place where you're getting a good challenge, building that heat for 3, for 2, and 1. Yes. Around the world abs. You've still got that grapefruit between your chin and your chest. We're going to take a clockwise circle with little subtle lifts up and off the mat. Now what we're doing is we're targeting all parts of the core with this circular motion, just like how we started in that seated warm-up. Good. Final 3, 2, and 1. We're in the home stretch now, you guys. Clamshell crunches, side 2, and then we're done. Here we go. Exhale for that crunch. Inhale down. Exhale for that crunch. Inhale down. Work with the breath. Here we go. Final 3, 2, and 1. Set them down around the world abs counterclockwise to finish strong. Keep the gaze on the ceiling. Feel all the muscles engaged and working hard. Woo! Spread those elbows nice and wide for 3, 2, and we're done. Release. Awesome job with that core video. We're gonna take a short cool down here. So start by hugging your knees into your chest. Try to wrap for opposite elbows or forearms. Get a nice tight compression of your thighs against your stomach. Okay, so from here, we're gonna end with a twist, and it's always a really nice way to decompress your spine after a lot of core work. So option 1 is a gentle twist where you simply let both of your knees drop to the right as you shift your gaze left. Now, if you'd like a little more, we're gonna take eagle legs by wrapping our right leg up and over the left and then dropping them over. So you'll see that my knees are not touching the ground. That's okay. But what you do want to try for is keeping both of your shoulders glued to the mat. Now to incorporate the full length of the spine, you can send your gaze out over those left fingertips, or if you'd like to make it more gentle, you can keep your gaze in the same direction as your knees. Wherever you are. Nice deep breathing. Feel your spinal column relax. Try to release any tension if you're holding it in the hips, the knees, or the spine. Take another breath here. And change. We'll come back through center. If you have eagle legs, we're going to switch sides. So now it'll be left knee up and over the right. Otherwise, you're just stacking both knees as we drop them to the left. And this time, sending your gaze in the opposite direction or in the same direction as your knees if you'd prefer. Both shoulders are glued towards the mat. Nice, relaxed body. Good, take a final breath here. And then we'll slowly release. Bring the knees back to center, hug them in. You can choose to take a short Shavasana here if you'd like. And if you'd like to end with me, we're gonna rock up and down the length of the spine, all the way back into a seated position like we started. Awesome job, you guys. That was our first day, our first video, and we got core work out of the way. I'll see you back here tomorrow for day 2.